iCards USA will be hosting its Summer Cards and Collectibles shows June 18th.
So what is going on? We are here at the iCards show. We're here with the man, the myth, the legend, Mark. Mark from iCards and Good D Hood fame.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I got two YouTube channels.
Yeah, you got YouTube channels coming out of your ears, brother.
Yeah, trying to get the, like Jeremy said off air there, got to get the side hustle to the side hustle.
You know it.
Yeah, man. So how's the show going for you so far?
Show's going pretty good. This is the first show that we've had this many tables. So I mean, it's, we started with 30 tables, and now we're looking at 55. And we got we got you guys here, and we got a DJ Energy in there, spinning on the ones and twos. So
Spinning on the ones and twos.
yeah, I haven't seen a lot of shows in the past that do that. Usually they have they'll have like some burnt out wrestlers doing autograph signings, right?
Yeah.
No disrespect to anybody out there that listens that is with the WWE or whatever it is, but I mean, come on now, seriously.
Yeah, for sure. I would much rather have something with a little bit of music. Cool. So you got the DJ in there, hitting the ones and twos.
Yeah, DJ Energy with the ones and twos. You never really see that. So I just want a little something different, you know what I mean, with a little background vibe music. So
yeah, it's nice too, and it's not just hip hop either. He's putting a bunch of different types of music. It's nice.
He's so like that we just listened to. He playing the Bee Gees with a hip hop instrumental in the background of it. So it's pretty nice. I told him he needs to get some mixtapes. We can go ahead and go on the road with that show.
Yeah. Might as well make it a real party.
Yeah, that'll be the third side hustle to the side hustle.
I know, right? That's the try hustle.
Yeah, the try hustle. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
there
man.
you go.
Nice, brother. So you got any other shows in the future coming up?
Yeah, so we got a show here at the same location on July 23rd. And then we have a show after that, October 15th. And then on December 10th and 11th, it's going to be our first two-dayer.
Oh, shit.
That's going to be the holiday show. And last year's holiday show was off the chain. Like I was pretty impressed. We had a better turnout than I thought we'd have. So this one, I'm going to try to double the ante and see if I can do a two-dayer.
Shit, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
That sounds real cool.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely, man. Cool deal. What you got planned on the horizon for the iCards? Are you just going to be keeping it with shows, or you got anything else going on with iCards?
So we have our website, which iCardsUSA.com. Shameless plug.
Plug away, man.
Yes, sir.
That's iCards, letter I KARDS. So we have not just the shows, but I really want to. I'm partnering with a lot of guys here in Colorado to build the hobby and build a community, because I saw in other cities like Dallas, Chicago, California, that the hobby community, specifically amongst sports cards collectors, is like really tight. Like it's really tight. And there's like a lot of guys, and they just really help each other out.
Yeah.
And there's no reason for Colorado not to be better and bigger than what we're doing,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, we have every major sports team here as far as hockey, football, basketball, baseball. I mean, hell, we even have a lacrosse team.
Yeah, we have a Major League Soccer team.
Major League Soccer, you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we're centrally located. So if you're north, south, east, or west of Colorado, it's a 2.5-2 hour plane flight. Like, why are we not bigger?
Exactly.
Honestly, we should be as big as Dallas or Chicago if you think
Yeah.
about it from that vantage point.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do, yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to grow that. So it's
Plus, it's just cooler here, man. This is Colorado.
I mean, look, you
come
get all
on.
4 seasons here. You can go skiing and to a card show on the same
Yeah.
day. I mean,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You can't do that shit nowhere else. So
No, it's true, man.
Yeah.
The last card show down in Springs, I went fishing, then came and did cards, and then, you know what I mean? It's like
Exactly.
you hit the mountains and then come hit the card show. It's like you could get it all done in like a weekend, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we have the website, and so we're selling stuff on there, and we promote our shows through there. We got you guys here at this show. We got a DJ here at this show. So we're really trying to do whatever we can, not only to grow our brand, but to grow the hobby itself. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. We've had these conversations before at shows, like
Right.
talking about the Colorado scene and like how it's a good place to grow, and like it has
It
a
is.
lot of growth opportunities.
You got the greatest balance here, right? Because it's a big enough city to where you can do anything, see anything, experience anything, but not so big that your car's going to get robbed out of the parking lot at Safeway, right? And not so small that there's nothing to do but hang out in the parking lot at Safeway.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. And all the way up and down I-25. I mean, even these other smaller towns, like it's only an hour and a half away, and boom,
Right.
to next town over, another show's going down, whatever. So
Yeah, I mean, you could drive anywhere in the state in about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you guys from Pueblo, so how long is it for you guys to drive up here?
It was right at about 2 hours.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that was
see?
stopping and
Okay,
not
yeah.
hustling, you know.
Well, if you drove like me, you probably get here in about an hour 15.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah. but I mean,
Remind me
that's
never
kind
to
of
get in
the
your back seat.
thing. Yeah. No, it's it's a party in my car wherever I go. For sure.
You got that new Method Man album bumping in there, huh?
I do have the new Method Man.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, man, that's he goes in, man.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I saw you hitting that up, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm checking it. And
Yeah.
I downloaded about 4 or 5 songs,
Right?
and that's pretty good for an album, you know.
Well, hey, look. Okay, so if you downloaded 4 or 5 songs, Method Man is not like some of these newer guys that are put 17 tracks on an album.
Right.
There's only like 11 songs
Yeah.
on that entire album. So if you're bumping to 5 of them, that's close enough to 50%.
Yeah.
So who else are you going to get their album today
Yeah.
where you're going to bang out 50% of the songs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not many.
Yeah, that's
Right?
true.
You're lucky. They're lucky if they got one song that catches my ear, and even at that, I'm like, that's all right.
Yeah, exactly. And then at that, are you even buying it at that point? I'm like,
That's true, man. That's true.
So,
Fucking
yeah.
A.
How many shows of these shows have you put on so far?
So this is my 4th one. So I've only done 4. So look, here's the thing. So I started out collecting comics way back in the 80s, right? And I'd get a couple cards here and there, but it's the junk era, right? So
Yeah.
you know, when Jordan saved the league, so they were cranking out all these cards. So I got a couple here and there, right? And then I didn't do anything, right? Life happens, and so. Let me see. Then right before COVID hit, I went to that all card show that was at the Western Complex that John and them threw. And I said, well, I got some of this stuff. Let me see if I can get rid of some of it because it's just collecting dust. And I did great at that show. And I didn't
Nice.
even really have nothing. So
Yeah.
I did real good. I said, man, let me see what I can do. So that was in July of 2021,
Yeah.
right? July. It's not even July yet, so it hasn't been
Wow,
a year.
not even a year.
So I went from experimenting in July of 2021 to having a full e-commerce website, throwing shows, quadrupling my collection of cards and comics. And this is still just my side hustle because I got a regular job that actually pays the mortgage.
Right. Right.
But
Yeah,
this is
good
a
job,
good
bro.
excuse. You know what I'm saying? This is a good excuse just to hang out with friends, make a little side cash, and do something that I like. Because as you guys know, when you get older, what do you do when you get older? Like you got to do something. Before you're drinking, you're partying, you're hanging out with your boys, maybe playing sports, chasing
Yeah.
skirts. You married and got a family and pushing 50. You ain't doing none of that shit now.
No.
Well,
You gotta start getting hobbies
Well,
that-
I'm not doing none of that.
Yeah. Right. Right.
You got to start getting hobbies that are a little safer.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I didn't want to get into a bowling league quite yet. So I said, let me sell some cards. Let me sling these cards. out.
Oh, that's funny. You didn't want to wear those bowling shirts, bro, and those
Hey, you know-
polyester pants.
Well, definitely not the pants. Never the pants, my man. I'll rock the shirt though, maybe.
Hey, then some of them shoes are pretty fly sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can be. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
you know,
sure.
Especially nowadays, right?
Right.
If you look up bowling shoes on like Amazon, you'd be surprised what comes
Oh,
up.
guaranteed
I
there's
think
some
Nike
nice
makes
ones.
bowling shoes
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, they do.
Guaranteed.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
yeah,
I mean, you can get bowling shoes with Jordan on the front. I mean, how dope is that?
Hell yeah.
Some Jordan bowling shoes.
It's not a basketball; it's a bowling ball.
Yeah,
See?
for sure. Like that Air 210 split.
Hey, look, if that doesn't exist, we need to pitch that.
I know, right? We got to get some bowling people on the pod. Yep.
you
Get
got
Nike
to.
on the horn.
Let's get them on. Yeah, for sure, man. So you started collecting. What's kind of some of the stuff that you PC? Do you have any PC stuff?
Oh yeah, so obviously I'm a like I said with the comics, more specifically Marvel. So
Yeah.
I really like a lot of Marvel stuff. Even when I was younger, I mean, like Superman was dope, but I never really bought any of the stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously, I saw the original movies back then. But anything Marvel, for the most part, like I like Iron Man, Punisher, Thanos, the Incredible Hulk, so that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. Venom. So big Marvel fan.
That seems to be the consensus. Most people, I mean, me included, I don't like DC. Like, it just don't do it for me. Why do you think? bro?
Yeah,
like,
dude, they can't compete. Marvel raised the bar so high to where it's just like it's almost untouchable.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. So that's a lot of PC. And then Dallas Cowboys. I'm a diehard, Dallas
Diehard.
Cowboys fan. So
Yeah. I was saving that CD Lamb for you, man, but I ended up putting it in a deal. I was like, I even felt a little bad. I was like, oh man, I put it in a deal. I was like, I was dangling that one in front of you a few times.
yeah, I remember. Now, I got so many CD Lamb cards too. I mean, they're mostly base and some silvers.
Yeah.
But I got so much CD Lamb. I actually have like 3 of them that are coming back. That should have been back like 2-3 months ago. But I got them coming back, getting them slabbed out with HGA. Which now I'm like, damn, should I have even sent those into HGA?
yeah.
That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Jeremy had a pretty bad little nightmare with them.
I may badmouth them from time to time.
I don't know, man. Look, I'm probably gonna have to get on your bandwagon on that because
You know, I think they're going to be okay for non-sports stuff. I think HGA once if they kind of settle back down, because the coolness of the custom slabs and all that stuff. I think the Marvel and the Star Wars and stuff like that. Pokemon looks cool in HGA.
So what did they do to you, Jeremy?
Man, they messed up. Jeez, I sent a set of Aeronautic cards back 3 different times, and they still never got them right.
What?
Yeah, 3 different times they came back with the wrong grades, wrong information. One had an autograph graded. It didn't have an autograph. Had autograph graded of a 10.
Okay.
It was a mess. And then the worst thing was I had a Cal Ripken Jr. autograph that I had them authenticate, but it was an old 80s card, so it was real thin, and their slabs I think are more designed for like newer stuff, so it kept sliding around in there, and it slid all the way up in between like the rails of the slab.
Okay.
And it was smashed up in there, and I sent that one back 3 times and they couldn't fix it, and they told me that the card didn't get damaged in the slabbing, which it was like up in between the plastic.
It was like tucked up in there. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was pretty bad, bro. It was pretty bad. They reached out eventually. I would go and kind of bash people on the HGA forum on Facebook once in a while, and a lady from the company reached out to me on Messenger. She's like, "What happened?" You know, and then she gave me her phone number, and I tried calling her a couple times, and that never quite worked out. Never quite linked up with her, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So far, as of today, my only complaint is they said it was going to get to me. So I submitted this stuff, and it was received in January of this year, and it's supposed to be 60 days to get it back, right? So here we are, June 18th,
right?
Well over 60 days. And here's the thing: no communication. I hate it when they don't communicate. So you're sitting down here thinking you're going to get it beginning of April, middle of April. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nothing. So I just saw. Let me see. I will say this: their communication once they start the process, they were shooting off emails like, okay, hey, it's in this stage, it's in this stage, da da da.
Yeah.
So that was cool. It's hella late. Yeah. So I should be getting it sometime. Based on what they said, I should be getting it sometime next week. Sometime next week, cool. I should get those slabs back.
Yeah, a solid 6 months.
Yeah.
A hard 6.
Which is fine if you told me that. Like PS5 back then was telling people
up front,
out the gate, because then maybe I would have gone somewhere else.
That's one of the worst things. That was one of their biggest promises at the beginning was we're not going to exceed timelines.
Exactly.
10 days means 10 days.
Yes.
And they're like bashing PSA for taking so long, and then all of a sudden.
And now you're doing the same shit. And then here's the thing too.
Yeah.
So I went to him because you guys, if you've seen my YouTube. That's iCards USA. If you see that YouTube
with a K,
with a K,
iCards with a K.
With a K. If you see the YouTube, I submit to all the big boys, and then I do a review. So I did a review for SGC. I did a review for CSG, a company out of Pennsylvania called TGT. Now I have HGA coming. And have some stuff submitted to 2 other smaller companies. I think FCG is one out of Dallas.
Oh yeah.
And then I just do reviews on all of them. So like. So while we're bashing companies here,
get them.
CSG. So CSG, right? I didn't mind the process. They took too long, also, but they damaged one of my cards. They damaged the Justin Jefferson on the surface.
Oh no!
So and I didn't like how their grade was because they said for the corners, edges, and centering that it averaged out to like 9.
Yeah.
Right. Then the surface, because there was this little nick right above Justin's knee, which I don't think was there.
Right.
But
it just showed up.
It just showed up somehow.
Right.
And so they said that was 6. So look, if you take 9.5, 9, and 9.5, and 6, and you average it out, they gave me a total grade of 7. So even with that, I feel like I should have gotten at least an 8 or maybe even 8.5.
Oh man! You know what happens? You know what they do a lot.
But first and foremost, the surface wasn't jacked when I sent it to you.
Right.
I sent 5 other cards with them that same time, and all those cards came back great grades because you look at shit before you send it in.
Right.
You're not going to send a bunk shit in.
You're not going to send something with a big scratch above the knee.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, so I got 9.5 everywhere else, but I'm going to send it in. So it was bunk, but I might send it back. I want to send back some of the other stuff anyway because from what I understand with CSG, if you send it back in, they give you the new label because the new label is a much cleaner label. It's like black and
it's a lot nicer.
Right,
yeah,
it's a lot nicer. So I'm going to send it back anyway for that. But man, they jacked that card. I don't care what they say. I was like, come on now.
That's messed up.
When you know. Right, you know what I mean? You know what you sent in.
Right.
The thing that sucks is you
Fortunately, it wasn't a
can't
high-end
prove
card.
it unless you document it.
I know.
You know?
And so now I know, because now I take pictures of the cards before I send them.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about a couple pods ago. Yeah.
So before you submit, take a picture of your cards, so that you know. So even if it is jacked, because maybe you sent in something and you missed something. That could happen.
True. It can happen.
But at least they'll say no, your upper left corner, and then you can look at your picture and be like, oh damn,
Yeah,
you right.
you got me.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've got a few of those holders coming back too. The 9.5 exchange for 10 dill or whatever. I've got about 6 of those coming back. They should be coming back any day. But
I think it's important that everybody in the hobby experiments with some of these other grading companies, right?
Yeah.
Because PSA is they're the gatekeeper, and everybody goes to PSA because you get a PSA 9 compared to a SGC 9. It's like a big difference in value.
It's
Huge.
quite the difference.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't agree that it should be that way.
exactly.
Yeah.
At least the 9s. 10s from one company or the other, I get it. Some people like Jordan's better. Some people like Adidas better.
Sure.
You know, but the 9s, there should be a pretty standard.
I mean, you're talking about a card that's a PSA 9 could be say 600, and that exact same card that's a 9 with SGC is like 300.
Yeah.
If that
Yeah.
sometimes. Yeah.
Right? Like that's crazy. Like,
That is.
I don't understand why that would be. I don't know, but you know, a lot of it is supply and demand, and until people start making the values more equal,
Yeah.
unless somebody can school me, I'm all ears. Like, why is it such a big discrepancy? I can understand a little bit.
Right. Yeah. And we've talked about this many times, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's just because.
Yeah.
You know? It's
Because
just
the hobby said so. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's that's why they end up getting those different prices. Even from like a BGS 9.5 to a PSA 10 is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro.
It is.
Yeah, it
You
is.
know?
It is. It's like a big. It's a big difference in value.
It's dramatic.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And it's getting bigger too. The gap's growing. It's continuing to grow every week,
which
bro.
doesn't make any sense. Like, it's growing. Like, how is it growing?
Right.
How is it growing?
It's an entity. It's alive.
Yeah. So I need to see. Like I said, I want somebody to school me and let me know why.
Yeah.
Why that is.
Yeah, and if I find out, I'll be the first to let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but right
Do a
now
whole
it's
other
just,
episode on that.
dude, you could do a whole week. You know.
No, for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's actually I did a one of the episodes on my YouTube channel I did about who should I grade with. So when I started looking into grading companies, I didn't know that there was that many.
There's a lot.
Dude, there's a lot of grading.
There's
If you
a
go
lot.
to Instagram and you put in just grading or card grading, like literally off the rip, like probably 100 companies just pull up.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
It's crazy, right? I
Yeah.
was just scrolling through there. I was like, "There's that many." I mean, there's like 4 or 5 that are respected.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I mean? And HGA, honestly, as much as we're sitting here talking shit about them, which I think is all valid, but they're top 6.
Probably.
You know,
Yeah.
if nothing else, notoriety. Mm-hmm. You mentioned HGA, whether you like them or not. People know who
People
HGA
know
is.
about 'em,
They
yeah.
know about them. So whether they like it, but you mentioned somebody else, like I mentioned earlier, FCG, which is a guy based out of Dallas. I don't even remember what the FCG stands for.
It's
That's
for
how-
forensic, I think. Forensic
Oh,
card
yeah,
serve.
yeah.
Yeah. It's,
so see, even at that,
yeah.
it's one of those things like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nobody
nobody knows.
Nobody really recognizes them.
That's true, man.
So even that says something.
Yeah, it does. There's 2 new ones that are just coming out now. Like there's one called Rare Edition, and
Yes.
and their slabs almost look like iPhones, bro. They like have Gorilla Glass on them.
Oh, that's the one. So that's the one when I went to the Dallas show last month, and they said your first 3 cards they slab out for free if you sign up on their newsletter. And
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
No shit.
I got the So now with that company, I know exactly what you're talking about because those slabs look dope.
Yeah, they do, and they come in like they almost look like they're in like pack.
Yes.
Like you like foil, like pack foil. You
Yeah.
like open them up and like they're
I don't
pretty
know
cool.
If they do, I don't know if they do sports cards yet or not.
I think they just started taking sports cards.
Okay.
I think it was recent, like very very
And
recent.
look, because of like we were just talking about, because the value doesn't quote unquote hold for resale purposes or
Yeah.
flipping purposes, the cards I'm going to send them are going to be Marvel cards.
Oh right.
Maybe I sell those cards. Maybe I keep them for my PC. But just to have them encapsulated in something new is dope. And I mean, look, you get 3 for free.
Right, might as well.
I mean-
and yeah, and you could do some content around it. You could do a video, do a review, and
because I was
yeah.
actually talking to the owner out there in Dallas, and so for one of my shows coming up, probably the December show, I'm going to have them out here.
Oh, nice, bro.
And so
yeah.
we're trying to work out the logistics on that. And they're going to be out here, and we'll see what we can get going as far as that, because it helps them out, helps us out, kind of thing.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
no, that's a. I'm glad you remember their name, because their slabs look really cool. They do look like an iPhone,
They do. They look dope.
and it has that glass. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like literally Gorilla Glass on them. Like, so
Yes.
they're going to, I heard they're kind of heavy. And
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's going to be stout. It's going to be,
Absolutely.
and I think they fit in like standard slab cases too.
They do. And so I think the label is black and the writing is gold, kind of a gold orange kind of color.
Yeah.
So that was clean too. I was like, okay, I see what they're trying to. So that's what I'm saying. The hobby, as far as grading and slabs are concerned, if indeed the grading process is the same and they're as quote unquote as particular as say PSA to make sure that that a 10 is a true 10, a 9 is a true 9, whatever. Then let's move away from the white and red bordered label and look at some of this other shit, because your card should not only have good quality of the card, but it should be nice to look at. You want something that you can put on the mantle,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or when
Something displayable.
Or
Yeah.
when you're having that pissing contest with your boy who got the dopest shit, like you should be able to pull it out and be like, no, but does yours look like a cell phone with the gold? Da da da. Like,
Yeah,
that should
yeah.
be part of the deal.
It should be. Yeah.
Because PSA's label is crap, dude. If I'm being honest.
It's very basic,
Look,
man.
and if you go on this
Very
show,
basic.
If you go on this show, you see I got 5 cases of display. I got one case that is half filled with PSA.
Yeah.
Because you still got to. I mean, so that's just part of the game.
They just sell for the most. So they just sell for the most, man.
And look, and I've had a lot of customers come up to me where they're like, "Oh, I like that card, but it's in the SGC slab." I'm like, "But it's still a 9.5." They're like, "Yeah, but if it was PSA, I'd get it." I'm like, "How stupid is that, bro?"
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Especially like a company like SGC, who's been in the game for a long time.
Yes.
Like the most valuable card in existence is in an SGC slab.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Honus Wagner.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that the Mickey Mantle?
The Honus Wagner.
Honus
yeah.
Wagner?
Yeah. It's in a SGC
Oh, I
slab,
know
bro.
which one you're talking about. Yeah,
that
you're right.
tobacco
You're
card. And like they've been down with vintage and like they've been huge in the vintage area for a long time. And
Mm-hmm.
like that in a Gem Mint 10 shouldn't be 50% of a PSA 10, bro. It just shouldn't.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Any variant should be, to me, realistically, should be, I don't know, 15% up or down, maybe even 20. You could even go as high as 20% up
Right.
or down, depending on whatever.
Right.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. 50 and better. That's
That's
For
crazy.
what?
Yeah.
for an uglier label, even.
I know, right?
I mean,
and just a handful of years ago, bro, Beckett was the one. They were the king. They
That's
were on
true.
they were on top of the hill, and then all of a sudden everybody just decided it's fucking PSA now.
yeah,
I don't get it.
Was there some scandal going on, or what was going on to make it drop? So-
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's whack. It's definitely whack.
But anywho, yeah, like I said, as far as grading is concerned, I would like to get into grading, but I don't know that I would get into grading. Let me master shows first.
You're doing good, man. This is a good show.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it, and this is the first one we've been able to come up to.
Yeah, anytime you need, like I said, anytime I throw these shows, you guys always get a table for sure to do your podcast.
Awesome, brother.
Automatic, just off of straight love. Like it's just, I like seeing you guys doing your thing. I want to be a podcaster one day when I grow up, so I can have a hustle to my other hustle.
That's the quad hustle.
The quad hustle.
Oh man, you're all over it.
Man, I'm trying to retire early, bro.
You got more hustles than you got cards, bro.
Almost.
Right on, man. We appreciate you giving us some time and giving us the table and doing all this, bro. We fucking love
for
it,
sure.
man.
For sure.
Absolutely, man. But we'll be back. We'll be back for the next show for sure.
Okay.
You know it.
Okay.
Yep. And yeah, man. Appreciate your time, brother.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, cards.
iCards.
That's iCardsUSA.com.
Right on, man.
All right.
Thanks, buddy.
Rock.